Hey everyone! There is absolutely almost nothing stressful to parents than the challenge that the picky eater is giving, right? So, yeah, welcome to Healthy Life and Happy You. This is Niru. I'm a nutritionist, I'm a health and life coach, and a mom of two. So, I have been there with the picky eaters, still there. Okay, so today's topic is about picky eaters, little picky eaters. If you're a parent, or you don't even have to be a parent to have experienced this, it could be a friend of your parent or an aunt or an uncle. But if you know any children who have experienced some sort of frustration around the food at some point or another, whether you have an overeater or an undereater or a picky eater or a snorter of sugar, keep listening to this video today. All right, so we all have been there with the picky eaters, as I said, and it's a really a tough topic, because I have to tell you that so many people come to me and say that their kids are not eating their dinners. I'm making this beautiful dinner, but they are not eating it. But I should also say that those are the same parents who comes back after a few years and say that my kid is overeating. She is sneaky, she is receiving food, and she or he is overdoing the food. So it's really it's a tough scenario, right? I mean, getting your kids to eat healthy foods, but then it comes back with overeating, right? So the whole food topic with kids, it's a really tricky topic, I would say. And so I'm gonna give you some few tips, like some do's and don'ts to conquer this picky eating. And also, these are the steps. I mean, you might have already pinned, this is a back to school time in Canada, but in some areas, some countries may have already started their schooling. But you might have pinned so many posts from Pinterest or Instagrams. But these are the things, it starts from you actually, not from the kids. It starts from you. You have to pass it on to the kids. These are the 5 do's that starts from you. All right, so here we go. Number 1, first one is eat together. You might have heard this before from me as well. Yes, because it is super important. So many people, they don't sit down with their kids actually, because eating with kids is really important. And it also gives the experience of sitting down and enjoying meals together as a family. And here's the thing. So many people have heard them say that they don't have the time to sit together and eat. Their timings are different. Both parents' timings are different. They cannot join for their dinner. But you know what? It doesn't have to be a dinner time. It can be anything that works for you. For some people, the breakfast is the only time they can sit together. That is well and good. For us, I would say even the lunchtime, we usually sit together and eat. We try to sit together and eat during the lunch. At least aim for at least 3 meals in a week as sitting together, all right? And as well as it also helps in the language development with the kids. So it is really important to sit together and eat as a meal. All right. The next one is shop together. You can ask me when with this pandemic thing, even myself, I've oddly gone to the grocery shopping in the past 20 months. But why I'm including it here is you need to get the kids exposed to the vegetables and fruits. Like you have to expose them to picking their own food and vegetables. That's what it's really important. Let me share with an example. I had a friend's daughter who came to my house. I think my daughter was like around 5, I guess, and she was asking me about what is that. I was like wondering. I was in my kitchen like, what is what? Like, what is that orange thing? Like I was like totally shocked and surprised because the kid doesn't even know that, I mean, little orange thing is a carrot. So yeah, so this is the reason why I want you guys to expose the kids to vegetables and fruits. Yeah, for the reason that we are not going for shopping around, what I would do is I would expose my kids, like while I was like washing my vegetables, because this past year we have been sanitizing and washing everything. So I used to wash my vegetables and put it on the counter for drying. So that way I used to teach the kids like what are the vegetables are, or else wantedly I used to, like while I was cutting the vegetable, I know I can go and get it, but I always ask my kids to grab it for me, like, can you please bring the potato for me, can you please bring the tomato for me. Those little things, they are not even, I mean, think about, they're just doing the thing, I mean, learning the vegetables, they just think like they are helping the mom. So that way you can teach the kids. That is one thing. And number 3, please do waste food. I don't really mean waste food. What I mean is you can definitely reuse it, but do do keep the vegetables on the side as a part of the meal. Why I say this is like lots of parents have come to me and said that they are not eating vegetables at all. Whatever I put, they are not eating the vegetables. They just want white rice or everything white in their plate. But please do not skip the vegetables because they are just not eating it. Please continue to put out the vegetables out for them. Even though it goes waste, it doesn't go waste. You can always put them in your salads next day, or you can make it as an omelette, or you can put the vegetables in some other way for yourself. But to me, always have vegetables on the side. They should know that it's a part of their meal. All right. The next thing is number 4 is stop talking. Yes, just do and stop talking, because I always tell people we just teach kids about good hygiene, right? Like for example, brushing their teeth. We are not sitting there all day explaining the wonderful benefits of brushing their teeth or washing their hands, right? We are just teaching them. We just do it, and they just copy copy us. They just do it. They just learn to brush their teeth. They just learn to wash their hands, and they just learn to bath. I mean, they just learn everything on their own. I mean, that's the same thing I want you to have around eating too. Don't just over talk about eating well. All right. For example, I have a funny story. I know it's gonna take some time, but it's all right. I will be quick. So I had a friend who was like keep telling me that that their kid is not eating vegetables at all. I just told them, stop talking and just do it. Even though they are not eating for a year, that's okay. Just put out the vegetables and stop talking. Like, you won't believe it. After a few months, she came to me and she was telling me that one day I was in a rush and I didn't put out the vegetables. I just gave them chicken and rice. And my daughter, who's 5, she was asking me, Mom, where is my veggies? So though she was not eating the vegetables all the time, she knows that vegetable is a part of a meal. So just like brushing their teeth, they need to know what is the norm of a meal, like having vegetables on the side. So I can guarantee you that kid is going to be a good veggie eater. So don't hesitate to put your veggies and stop talking. Just do it every day, even though it goes waste. All right. So going on to number 5. So do serve your meals as small meals. Don't serve it as a family style dinner or family style meals where you keep like so much rice, so much sabji, or so much vegetables on the side, protein and everything. Don't fill your plates. Have you ever seen this portion size plates? I always love those plates. Have separately for breakfast for my kiddos or lunch. I interchange and use them. I always use them because they have little containers where you can portion and keep it. If they want, they can serve them more. I mean, they can serve it on themselves more if they want. So try to serve small, especially the starch and the protein. I would say serve it small, and serve it the first time, and have the veggies on the table, so that if they need second serving, if they are hungry, they can always go for the veggies for the second serving, rather than going for the carbs, for the starch or the protein. They need to go. So these are my 5 do's. I know it's a much broader topic with the picky eating. So these are my 5 do's. My 5 don'ts will come in the next week, part 2. So let me know what is your favorite strategy that has worked for you so far, and what has not worked for you. What is going on with your family? Let me know in the comments so that I can help you. And I also share a quick recipe if you want some inspiration to get your kids to eat and involve them with the foods. I will share some recipe in the comments below. So until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.